I want SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. Sitting next to me is Mike Brenner. Today is Monday, March 21st.
I'm glad you know what day it is. I don't know what day it is, Pete.
I do know what our record was yesterday. Combined 8-3 ATS.
Yeah.
Mike Brenner. We had a couple losses. Xavier
lost
outright.
Yeah.
But combined overall, continue chugging along. ATS.
With that being said, let's pan this board, Pete, because I told everybody Loshak is on the comeback. 4-1 in college yesterday.
And also
Pete
the plays that I discussed continue to do well.
Even on your bets. But Mike Brenner always tells you, Pete, instead of just discussing them, put them out there, pull the trigger.
Absolutely right.
But I went 4-2, very productive, 46-32. That's 58.9%, getting close to 60, Pete.
Very nice.
And Pistol Pete went 4-1. Seriously, he's up in that number, and I'm proud to say 46%, because guess what? You just see in the beginning, by the end of tournament time, that number's moving up. Pete's on top of it. He's on a roll.
Well, it could be much better or much worse, because I'll tell you what, we only got 8 games today. I made a lot of bets on the totals.
Did you really?
All totals.
Wow.
And I made a lot of bets on these totals, first half and second half. So I think the operative word, though, for the last few days in our shows has been, there are no locks.
Yes.
And line shopping matters, right? Because remember the Clippers, right? They lost by 12 to Memphis, and as far as line shopping is concerned, we both got a win on the Xavier first half, -2.5, wound up winning by 3. And in the show, I line shopped for you for a Notre Dame. It was 1.5, 1.5. It's like, wait a minute, Heritage -1. You better take that. Line shopping does matter.
Absolutely, Pete. And I thought of that yesterday as well. And because at the end of the day, when you do line shop like that and get a push, that's like a damn win. I mean, it's like a win almost.
For the pros, line shopping is like an utter no-brainer. It's
that's why we're the yin and the yang. You're the half that helps me with my picks, but I love it. Hey, how would you like to be though?
I'm the smart guy who loses.
Okay. Well, we got a lot of odds couple. Felix, who's Oscar? But look, one thing I got to say real quick is, how would you like to wake up today being a Northern Iowa, UNI? They were up by 12 with 44 seconds. Pete, I literally turned the game off. I had no action on it, but I loved watching the games yesterday. I said, this one's done. And then I literally had to look today and rub my eyes twice when I saw double overtime and they lost.
Yeah, but they covered. They covered. And that was a bet that I did have.
I got to ask you this then. Did you find any time this weekend to sit down, watch a game with no action on it, enjoy it as a fan, honestly?
Oh, no.
Hell no,
Not at all. I mean, I was monitoring it for the halftime lines, but watching the games, no, it was all just handicapping and monitoring.
Okay, and look, I was at that point.
I'm in heaven when I'm doing that.
Okay, well, and I get that. I get that. But I was at that point. I needed like just 2 games to kick back and enjoy. Yeah, and absolutely. Just I thrived on it. It was beautiful. Loved
all right.
It.
Well, we have 8 games tonight that will not be fun to watch, but might be fun to bet on. Right? All from the NIT, CIT, CDI.
Shit, I think 2 of them are going to be great to watch.
Oh, you think so? Okay, well, we'll talk about that. How many picks do you have for today's card?
I have 4. 4 plays.
Okay, I made a lot of bets on the overnights. I will go.
What's a lot of? Just give me an idea.
I think like 5 or 6 totals. I have like about 6 or 7 totals, including first halves and
living up to your name. That's all.
Full games. Yeah, so I'll run down them all. Maybe I'll give them all. Let's see. The first game we'll discuss. We'll discuss a major game here: Georgia Tech and South Carolina. Maybe you have a play on that one. That's actually one of the games I didn't bet. Stayed off of that one. The lines look okay to me. I guess I would lean Georgia Tech at +4, but I have and I think the total's dead on. I have no opinion on that one. Do you have a play on that one?
They're involved in 3 of my 4 plays.
Let's hear your analysis.
And I love locker room banner, Pete. You know this, all right? Frank Martin, right? And I love this guy. He used to coach Kansas State. He's the one that got them up to the limelight. Well, he got so pissed off at 5 of his reserves the other day, he literally just suspended them for the game for what is it called? What do they call that? The
insubordinate.
Some kind of it was something against the team or whatever. So long story short, the starters get a massive amount of time. Treason. There we go. They get a massive amount of time, and they absolutely blow up the scoreboard. They had guys scoring left and right. I love it. I think that team picks up energy on that, and I just think they're going to be too much for Georgia Tech to handle. I grabbed them on the half -2, and I got them on the game -4.
-4 across the board. There hasn't been much movement at all.
No, and Frank Martin even said, I don't know what I'm going to do with these guys yet. He may let them play, he may not. He loved what his starters stepped up and did. So whatever that was, that behavior that was detrimental to the team, the treason that they put on, it was huge. So I got them on the half in the game, and also they're involved in a 2-team teaser, but I'll get to that down the road.
All right. Well, maybe I'll go for my tail of the day of you right now with
you haven't done
South Carolina. Feels like -2 might be a teeny bit more value than the full game -4.
Okay, I'm going with both.
Yeah, And you like them both equally, roughly.
Yeah, and I like the beginning. I love the first half because of the energy of what happened when you got 5 starters that realized, my God, I damn near played every minute of this game. We produced, we won. I wish we were doing this earlier. I think they're going to come out early and they're going to copy that.
Interesting. I'll tell you on that one, Mike Brenner. That is a 100% tail because I had no opinion on that game. All right, and so you have that. So that's 2 of your plays, and then you have a teaser. Well, why don't I just do a rundown of all the totals?
I have teaser, and then I have one other play.
Right. Okay. Let me run down all my totals plays.
Okay.
All right. I took under in NC Greensboro, Ohio. It's 155.5 now. I'm not sure what I think about that. I really like the first half over in Duquesne Morehead State. I got it at 71. Now it's 71.5 or 72. So that's probably a good play at 71. Probably still a little bit of a good play where it is now. I took under 149.5 in Boston University, New Jersey Tech. I took under 156 in Eastern Washington, Nevada. Now that's gotten up to 157. But at this point in the season, sometimes those line movements don't carry as much weight with me as they do earlier in the year.
I think more so on the totals and the sides,
then
too.
Vermont and Seattle, that's interesting because it's a home game for Seattle. Vermont has to travel all the way across country. Seattle plays a very slow down pace. I took the under 137 on that one, and I also took for Seattle plus 4.5 on the game. And then I also took the under in Washington State and in Washington San Diego State full game 148.
Timeout on that
and
one.
The first half.
You took the under.
Yeah.
The reason I was going to ask you because I looked and saw the score last year. Did you see that? It was like 43-37 they played last year.
Yeah, I mean,
they didn't even score 100 points, and that line's at now what,
148.5. I took the first half and the full game. It's just basically a matter of who's going to dictate the pace. Yeah. It's an educated guess that San Diego State will dictate it. If Washington dictates it, could easily go over. It'll be a loser, and I'll be okay with it.
Interesting. Are you good? I think you ought to put 1 or 2 of those out and pull the trigger.
I might put all of them out, Mike Brenner. I might put all of them out, Mike Brenner.
Loshak unleashed, and he's feeling good about it.
All right. Well, hit us up with your last pick first.
Okay. Well, I have 2. I have 2 picks left. I've got NJIT, buddy, on the full game against Boston University -4.
Yep.
I just like what this team did against some decent quality teams this year. They showed up and they had a no-quit attitude the whole year. And if you track their pattern, how they bounce off of losses and so forth, I like this team. They just got a little mojo, and it's one of those it's not one of them. It's just one of them small schools that I think is going to produce large dividends. I'm pulling the trigger. Full game -4. So NJIT.
You sat there and you researched this.
I did.
Wow.
I absolutely did.
You were like, Google.com, New Jersey Institute of Technology basketball. Enter, and you were like, let's see what we can find here. And you did it.
I broke it down. I broke them down. They hit 2 times for me this year.
Because I know you weren't following that team all year long.
No, not all year, but I used them twice, and they haven't let me down yet. So I'm going for 3-0.
Yeah. Love it. Mike Brenner, man. Damn, if I hadn't already tailed you, I'd tail you on that one. And I also have play on that one on the under. So I'll stick with the other one. Yes, it's 4.5 market wide. We'll give you New Jersey Tech -4. And what's your last play?
My last play is a 2-team teaser, and I got San Diego State. That's right, Steve Fisher and company. Fisher's been here. He knows this stage. I love this guy. And if those you don't know who he is, he was the coach with the Fab Five back in the Michigan days, and done a fabulous job at San Diego State. So on the adjustment, it's -5 on the game. On the adjustment, which is 4 points, they'll be -1. So San Diego State Aztecs -1. And South Carolina Gamecocks, baby, should be even. Am I correct?
Yep, pick them.
Exactly, and I love it. That's my 2-team teaser today.
Okay, sounds good. So wow, that's a nice one too.
I'm feeling good today.
That teaser's feeling pretty tailable as well. All right,
and I want you to know, there's no limit on how many times you can tell me a day, because you've come out of the abyss, you see the light, you're doing what the old Loshak does, and you're on top of your game.
And we are like sort of showing people how all this works, and tailing people who are doing well is like if you make a bet, tailing someone else.
That's a smart tool.
Exactly. All right, so let me go down my totals plays. What will I give?
Could be a minute.
Yeah, could be. Could be a minute here. All right, I will Duquesne Morehead State. Now it's 71.5. I got him at 71. I'll give that one first half over Duquesne Morehead State. Boston University and New Jersey Tech. In your research, did you find anything about that? I
didn't check one total, but they're modest. They're modest from what I did.
I will give the full game under on that one, 149.5. And the first half under is a little bit tricky. Heritage has 70. I'll give that one, although it makes me nervous that Heritage is leaning over.
Jesus.
And then Eastern Washington, Nevada, sort of a similar situation to a Washington, San Diego State, not the same, but Nevada will probably dictate the pace and should be modest scoring, under 157.5. That line movement, I got it at 156, so the market's moved against me, but I'll take it. Then Vermont, Seattle, definitely I'll take under 137. Not going to touch the first half, though. Just the full game, 137. And for the full game, plus 4.5, I think I will take that. That's a tricky one.
I can't keep up with you right now, so keep on going. Just keep
Seattle,
on rolling.
full game, plus 4.5. I will give that one. And then Washington, San Diego State, under 148.
Our producer just shook his head, so what's that tell you?
Under 148.5. And the first half, again, Heritage leaning towards the over, but I think I'm okay with that. Under 69.5 at Heritage. Everywhere else has 69. I'm going to take Heritage at 69.5. And then NC Greensboro, Ohio. God, that's so borderline. 156. I'll give that one under 156 as well.
Okay, so I'm a little confused here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to review my 4 real quick and bail out of here. All right, South Carolina on the half, -2, and the game -4. New Jersey Institute of Technology on the full game -4, and a 2-team teaser with San Diego State and South Carolina. That's Brenner's 4 picks.
Okay.
Pete, lay it
once again.
How many we have?
I'm tailing you on South Carolina first half -2. Then I got Ohio under. Then I got Morehead State first half over. Then I got New Jersey Tech full game under. And first half under. First half under 70. Yep. And Nevada. Full game under.
He's using his second.
Then we got Seattle under and Seattle plus 4.5, and Washington, San Diego State under and first half under. That's 10 plays.
That's 10 picks for Pete Loshak. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to get some assistance on putting this ticket together. But
I could be 27 and 41 tomorrow.
Yes,
There's a possibility. Or more likely, I'll win the.
Or you could be 37 and 31 and talk about coming out of the abyss. With that being said, we got to pan this board now because I got news for you. I'm not the only one that's going, what in the hell just happened? All right. Loshak Unleashed. It's the epitome of it today on today's show. Again, I'm 46 and 32, 58%, 4 very solid plays. I like what I see today. Pete Loshak, 27 and 31, living up to his nickname, Loshak Unleashed. Oh, my goodness. 10 plays today. I love it, Pete. I love it. He's catching fire.
It's possible, that I could win the tale of you, lose all 9 of my plays, and then be 28 and 40.
You know what? It's Monday. I think it's Monday, and that's too confusing. But, yeah, Loshak's got 10. I got 4. I love what's happening. Keep tuning in. It's March Madness, and I love it. It's a beautiful thing.
And we'll be back for tomorrow's card, which has only 2 games, but we'll be here.
Absolutely. Great show, Pete.